These machines have an important job to do. They help make up to 15 tonnes of chocolate every week. But what is it about chocolate that makes it so delicious? Let's go on a journey to find out a bit more about what's been called the food of the gods. Chocolate dates back to ancient Aztecs and Mayan civilizations in Central America. They discovered something called cocoa, which came from the cacao tree. Cocoa was used in religious ceremonies, as offerings to the gods, and the beans were even used as a form of money. The people made a bitter-tasting drink by grinding roasted cocoa beans with water to make what they called chocolato. In the 1500s, a Spanish explorer introduced the chocolate drink to Spain. About 100 years later, the rich people of Europe were drinking it in places called chocolate houses. Eventually, a Dutch chocolate maker came up with chocolate we can eat. He used the cocoa butter sitting on the top of the drinks and mixed it with sugar and ground cocoa beans. Fast forward to today, and do we still make it the same way? I thought I'd better go to a chocolate factory to find out. Alistair is the boss of this family-run chocolate factory in Adelaide. And it's here where all the magic begins, starting with the raw beans.
All right, Alistair, well, what's this room all about?
Natasha, this is our cocoa bean storage room.
Yeah.
So this is where we store the beans from all around the world.
Okay, and what countries do they come from?
They come from, we've got Ecuador, Ghana, Venezuela and New Guinea in here. This is our cocoa bean roasting area. So it's where we roast the cocoa beans, we de-shell them, and then we grind them into a liquid.
This is what that liquid looks like. It's pure chocolate in its liquid form. The next step is the mixing stage. That's where icing sugar and milk powder are mixed together with the cocoa liquid in these machines until it's the right consistency. And this is what comes out, a chocolate with a gritty feel to it.
Still tastes good.
So, this big machine is used to make it extra smooth.
Every time it goes through 2 rollers, it gets ground and sheared, and the faster roller picks it up, so it just winds its way up to the top roller, and then it gets scraped off the other side.
And that's here.
Now if you taste that, you'll find that all the grittiness is gone.
Can I try? Oh yeah, what a difference. That's very, very smooth.
That chocolate then goes into these vats, mixing overnight and turning into liquid chocolate. It's then pumped into storage tanks and through these pipes so the chocolate can be used. Through this door, the chocolate is cooled to the right temperature. It can then be dropped into moulds like this, then travel along a conveyor belt to the cooling area to set.
A lot of chocolate is made here at this factory. They make about 100,000 of these chocolate pastilles here every day.
And this is the finished product, which is then packed up in boxes ready for the shops. So, what's the secret to the perfect chocolate?
It's got to have a nice snap, so when you break it, it actually snaps. You can hear a snap, and then it melts in your mouth, and it's got a nice smooth texture.
They even have people who taste the chocolate to make sure it's just right.
And now I need to ask you, do you ever get sick of eating chocolate?
No, never. We've got so many varieties, you couldn't possibly get sick of our chocolate.
And one thing's for sure, chocolate is still one of the world's favourite flavours.